things have gotten out of hand with our friend again.
It's at a point where you're gonna have to talk to him and tell him it's what it is.
This is Joe Pesci, and you should be scared of him after his terrifying performances over the years in Scorsese gangster films like Goodfellas, Casino, and his reserved, intimidating Oscar-nominated performance as Russell Bufalino in The Irishman. Joe seemed to be destined for stardom with roles like these, but it took a long time for it to happen, even longer than the running time of The Irishman. Actually, back when Joe was in his 20s, his first foray into entertainment was music, playing guitar for the pop group Joey D and the Starlighters. Technically, his first on-screen credit was in a musical film, Hey Let's Twist, which featured the band. There he is. But his first real speaking role was as Joe, a mafioso in the low-budget crime drama The Death Collector.
Every son of a around here that owes me money paid me. Maybe I could do something.
At this point in his life, Joe had actually given up on acting, until Robert De Niro, who upon seeing Joe's performance in The Death Collector, recommended him to Martin Scorsese for a little film they were working on, Raging Bull.
You won and they robbed you.
Joe ended up playing Joey LaMotta, who doubled as not just a manager for his professional boxer brother Jake LaMotta, but a frequent sparring partner both in and out of the ring.
It's a sick question. You're a sick and I'm not that sick that I'm going to answer it. I'm not telling you anything.
For his performance, he earned his first Oscar nomination. Joe continued with supporting roles in smaller films afterwards, proving for the first time that he could be a funny guy in the Rodney Dangerfield comedy Easy Money.
What's so funny? I'm being funny to you.
He also reunited with De Niro in Sergio Leone's Once Upon a Time in America, and he was perfect as an obnoxious federal witness under protection in Lethal Weapon 2.
Now watch how you treat me, I'm a witness for the state. Star witness. State in New York.
Then 1990 was a big year for Joe. There was, of course, Goodfellas, in which Pesci played the psychotic mobster Tommy DeVito.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
Along with the unfortunate curse of having people constantly quote his most famous scene to him,
What about me do you think is funny?
he earned his first Oscar.
Be a good little fella now and open the door.
But the Academy unfortunately overlooked his performance as the bungling wet bandit Harry in one of the highest-grossing films of all time, Home Alone. The 90s continued to be a showcase for Joe's hot-headed characters that were either getting whacked, trying to whack someone else, part of a massive conspiracy to whack someone else,
I never met anybody named Oswald.
or just being a wacky, lovable ass.
Everything that guy just says, bull. Thank you.
Then in 1999, Joe announced his retirement from acting, spending the last 2 decades as a rare mythical creature that would pop up in a couple films every now and then, a Snickers commercial poking fun at his gangster legacy,
We're not good enough for you. You look for something else?
and a Google Assistant commercial about Home Alone.
He's home alone. No? The name of the movie is Home Alone.
Yeah.
It would take some convincing for Joe, a reported 50 requests, to return to the big screen as Russell Bufalino in The Irishman. Critics raved about his subdued performance, a polar opposite of most of his characters in the past. Audiences got to see his character evolve over decades, from a confident, dangerous mobster to a sad, pathetic old man wasting away in prison for his life of crime. After a high note like The Irishman, it wouldn't be surprising if Joe Pesci decided to finally retire once and for all. Then again, he could be joking. He is a funny guy.
Get the out of here, Tommy.
You mother. I almost had him.